Any thoughts on Sable? Now that we know what she really wants?
Honestly, I pity her a little. It seems like a lonely existence, being a god, or whatever she is. There's a sorrow about her, a mourning for the state of it all. I understand that feeling. But this world isn't hers to pass judgment on. It's ours. No matter how broken.
Evie, can we talk?
Certainly, Captain. How can I help?
Actually, I was going to ask you that. You've done nothing but help others since you got here. Is there anything you need?
A ticket off this island would be lovely.
Would you take it?
No, probably not. Gods only know no one else is going to sort out this mess. Hell, listen to me. Gods. As if we haven't met one now.
Is everything okay?
What do you mean?
You don't normally get so heated. Or at least, you don't show it.
I don't want to add to your burdens. Don't worry about me.
Good. I'm counting on you.
Yes, of course. I'll do my best, Captain. Now, enough fretting over me. We've got more important work to do. So much work. Captain, can I speak with you? Now, please?
Sure, Evie. Something wrong?
We're having a breakdown in authority on the battlefield. Every time I ask Marco's assistance with something, all I get is disrespect.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
That's it? You'll talk to him?
What do you want me to do? Kill him?
I want justice!
Whoa. Take a breath.
I'm sorry.
We haven't known each other very long, but you don't seem like yourself lately.
I'm not. I think I'm just struggling with everything that's happening here. The Empire, the Fallen, the fact that we're the only ones dealing with it. I mean, the Regent should be here himself. There should be an army in these hills.
No disagreement there.
I'm not naive. I know the world's not perfect. But I was raised to believe it was just. Lately, though, I look around and all I see is chaos. And no one seems to care. I feel like I've lost my mind.
You haven't lost your mind, Evie. You're just tired. And angry.
I am. I think I'm angrier lately than I've ever been in my life.
What do you normally do when things get to you?
Pray, I suppose. Meditate on the tenets.
I take it that's not helping as much as it used to.
No, it's not.
You're not alone. Hang in there.
I'll try, Captain. Thank you.
Evie, I brought you some supper.
Thank you, Captain. I'm starving.
You seem like you're in a better mood than the last time we spoke.
I am. I feel like we're making real progress out there. Though, I am still struggling with the spiritual aspect.
Your religion, you mean?
The Aristan faith isn't so much a religion as a way of thinking. Broadly speaking, it boils down to the idea that there's a benevolent force out there, and we honor it through service to one another. In turn, it protects us in times of trial and strife. It's that last part I'm wondering about. Surely, if there was something out there, it would intervene? Here, if nowhere else?
Maybe it is intervening. Through us.
Yes, you're probably right. Though I'm a bit tired of being the agent of aid. I would love to be on the receiving end just once.
Hang in there. Maybe it'll come back around someday when you're old.
Assuming I survive that long. I'm curious. Do you believe in gods, Captain?
That's a big question.
Then here's a more specific one. Do you believe the Eidolons are gods? That Sable is?
Depends on your definition of the word. Do I think Sable helped create the world, or is out there keeping a ledger of rights and wrongs? No. But she's something. Something older and more powerful than us.
Do you think there are other forces out there? Besides the Eidolons, I mean.
Hell, I hope not. We've got our hands full as it is.
Every time I think I've got a handle on things, I find some new level of ignorance.
I believe that's called growth.
Growth is wearisome.
No arguments here.
Thank you for the chat, Captain. And the food. You'll have my blade and tome until the work is done.
I know. You mentioned you were an Inquisitor or something. What exactly is that?
A post in the Regency government, on the mainland. I serve Lord Regent Eden at the behest of Lady Marshall and Knight Commander Clara. Ordinarily, we're something like internal investigators, to act as a check on corruption.
So why did they send you to Anarios?
We'd heard rumors of Imperial holdouts out here in the islands, but the Regency spread too thin to go chasing ghost stories. Or so I was informed. And then Laurent went missing. So, I took action.
Does that mean you're not here officially?
Let's just say sometimes doing one's duty and doing one's job aren't the same thing.
You said you're from this island, didn't you?
Yes, I was born here, in a small village to the north. But I spent most of my life on the mainland. First in Vita, then the capital. So I'm afraid if you're thinking of using me as a guide, you're out of luck. My memory of this place is hazy, and the island is not what it once was.
You being here is help enough on its own.
Kind words. I hope I can live up to them.
I've heard you mention the Empire and this war a few times. What can you tell me about it?
That is a long conversation, and one there are several scholars more qualified to talk about than myself. But I will do my best. 5 years ago, the Emperor was a despot on his deathbed, while the ruling nobles tore the country apart with their greed and cruelty. A revolution arose, led by Isoro of House Fenice and 2 of his subjects, his nephew Ballastar and a low-born mercenary named Eden. Together, they overthrew the Empire. But after Isoro's death, divisions grew between their camps, until it erupted into a full-blown civil war. After 2 years of fighting, Eden emerged the victor, and assumed the mantle of Lord Regent, to shepherd Artemisia into a new era.
And the other guy? This Ballastar person?
Dead. Eden killed him at the Battle of Nebin River. Or so I'm told. All that was before my time.
Sounds complicated. And tragic. I'm almost glad I can't remember living through it.
Many would envy you that. I, for one, believe it's important to recall our sorrows, lest we repeat them.
Any thoughts on Sable? Now that we know what she really wants?
Honestly, I pity her a little. It seems like a lonely existence, being a god, or whatever she is. There's a sorrow about her, a mourning for the state of it all. I understand that feeling. But this world isn't hers to pass judgment on. It's ours. No matter how broken.
Anything you want to say about Silvio?
Just that I'm sorry. For you and him. Hurt and pain, they twist people. If it's any consolation, I get the sense he won't be wearing that mask much longer. Anger that hot never lasts. It always burns itself out in the end.
Marco, can we talk?
What do you need?
It seems we're stuck together for a while. I figured we should get to know each other.
Hard to get to know someone that doesn't remember who they are.
I could say the same about you. You seem a little lost yourself.
No. I know exactly who I am.
Whoever that is, it seems like you don't have a very high opinion of him. I don't recall everything about my old life yet. But I'm getting the sense a lot of it was shaped by this war I keep hearing about.
Wars tend to do that. For the ones who survive, anyway.
You fought for House Fenice, right? Seems like most people would call them the bad guys.
And I suppose you have some opinion you'd like to unburden yourself of?
I haven't known you long, but you seem like somebody carrying a lot of regret.
Regret is a pointless indulgence.
I don't agree. Regret is how we learn from mistakes. Unless you're too stupid and stubborn to grow. You might be stubborn, but you don't strike me as a stupid man.
Save your friendly little platitudes for someone else. I've got work to do.
Yeah, seems like it. Hey, Marco.
Don't tell me we're overdue for another heart-to-heart already.
Afraid so.
Make it quick. I need to sharpen my axe to keep the rest of you alive.
You fought under Ballastar Fenice, right? I wanted to ask you about his Eidolon.
I don't have anything more to say about that.
Really? Because it seems like you have a lot to say, actually. Few people in this world have ever dealt with an Eidolon directly. Your commander was one of them. And now I am too. You've seen firsthand what being an Eidolon's champion does to a person. I want you to help me understand.
Fine. You want to know about those damn things? Ask away.
What do you know about the one that brings me back? Sable.
I know it's one of four. There's Eden's, Ballastar's, now yours. Suppose the last one's off stirring shit in some other corner of the world.
What makes you so sure Sable can't be trusted?
Trust shouldn't be assumed. It should be earned. Or you'll find it used against you.
You talk about Eidolons as if they control their champions.
It's more complicated than that. Ever met someone who can't handle their ale? You make a choice. Let something in. Then little by little, it starts making choices for you. Before long, where you end and it begins becomes a question with no answer. But you took the first sip. So in the end, It's you who answers for the consequences.
You seem to know a lot about this. For an outside observer, I mean.
I just know what it's like to feel used up until you're nothing but dregs at the bottom of a barrel. And to know it's your own damn fault. Careful you don't become the same.
You've given me a lot to think about. I appreciate your counsel, Marco.
You'd be the first. Captain, nice work in that last battle. You're definitely getting stronger.
Wow. A compliment from you? I feel like I should go find a witness.
I'm not all doom and gloom, you know.
Just most of the time.
In this place,
Point taken.
I wasn't always like this, you know. So, grim. I used to love to joke. Drink. Sing even.
You? Singing? I think I'll need proof before I believe that.
Fat chance. Maybe if you get me drunk first.
That can be arranged.
I think about that man a lot lately.
You talk about him like he's a different person.
Sometimes I wonder if he was. Ever heard of the Ship of Fools?
No. Is that a song?
An old fable. Big ship full of court jesters that sails from place to place causing havoc. Then one day, they get into some trouble with the king. He says their ship must be burned as punishment. So, they replace the boards, one by one, until they've rebuilt the whole thing.
What happens next?
King's men arrive. Fools say, "What do you want?" King's men reply, "We're here to burn your boat."
And the fools say, "What boat? This is a different one."
Now you've got it.
So, how does it end? Did they get away with it?
Depends who's telling the story.
What do you think? Is it still the same boat? Or is it something new?
Ask me again tomorrow.
Sorry, my memory's a bit fuzzy. You were on the ship with me and Evie, right?
Aye, for a year before that. The Redeemer. Decent vessel. Shit captain.
What was your role on board?
Just a simple sailor.
I've never seen a sailor fight the way you do.
Would you remember if you had?
You're a bit of a mystery. Can you tell me a little about yourself? How did you become a sailor?
You know how some say, "Ask me anything. I'm an open book."
Sure.
I'm not.
Point taken. You seem like you're eager to get off this island. What are your plans for after?
Find another ship.
I'm surprised all this hasn't put you off sailing for good. You must really love it.
Sailing is a gauntlet of misery. It suits me.
You could try something else. Take up mercenary work, maybe open a cozy inn somewhere in the countryside.
You're not as amusing as you think.
Well, go ahead and say it.
Say what?
You were right about Sable.
I don't say I told you so. It's weak. Doesn't help anything. We're here now. What matters is what happens next.
Anything to say about my brother?
No. He's an angry kid, raging at the world. Nothing I haven't seen 100 times over. I expect he'll sort himself out eventually, after another ass-kicking or two.
There you are, our most esteemed captain. I've been searching the whole town for you.
Good to see you, Laurent. What can I help you with?
I have a great many questions, but I hardly know where to begin.
Wherever you like. I'm an open book, even if half the pages are blank.
Ah, yes, your mysterious memory loss. Tell me, do you remember anything of your former self?
More feelings than memories.
Please elaborate.
It's a little hard to explain. I have this sense of who I am, what I believe, what's right and wrong. I know that we need to help the people of this island, but I couldn't tell you why.
Fascinating. It seems your values and sense of self are stored at some level deeper than autobiographical memory. I suppose it makes logical sense, given your unique circumstance.
What do you mean?
Why, you being the vessel of an Eidolon, of course. It's incredible. I'd have been happy just to find some old carving of Eidolon lore on a rock in a swamp, but to actually meet one of their chosen in the flesh.
Are you hoping they'll throw you a parade when you get back to the Capitol Archives?
The archives could burn down for all I'm concerned. The greatest knowledge to be discovered is right here on Anarios. Now then, where to begin? First, how exactly did your initial contact with...
Sorry, Laurent, but the interview is going to have to wait. There's a strategy meeting I'm already late for.
Oh, yes, of course. You're a very busy person. Later, perhaps?
If I've got the time.
Alas, one thing there is never enough of. Captain, please wait.
Sorry, no time. I've got...
A meeting, a council, a training drill. There's always something occupying your time that isn't me. I'm starting to get the impression I'm being avoided.
Why would you think that?
There are those in our company who have accused me of being... annoying. But you, Captain, I would expect to be more straightforward and let me know if I was becoming a nuisance.
You can be a little single-minded in your pursuits, but it's no nuisance. It's part of what makes you so endearing.
Do you truly find me endearing, Captain?
Sure. You're like a puppy carrying a stick that's too big for it.
I'm not sure that's as flattering as you seem to think. I see no reason why we shouldn't speak regarding my research into the Eidolons.
All right. Fine. You've worn me down.
I have? Well, that's a first. More people have punched me than agreed to my demands. In that case, excellent. Where would you like to begin? With Sable's first contact, or perhaps your childhood? I wonder if there were any early signs.
Oh, I didn't mean right this instant. I really am busy at the moment.
Ah.
I mean it though. We will talk. Soon. Don't let me forget, alright?
If you say so.
Why are you here again? This place doesn't seem suited to a scholar.
On the contrary, it was the pursuit of knowledge that brought me to this rustic backwater. My area of study is Eidolon lore, specifically that of the Black Eidolon, which men once called Lauke, the Lord of Death. Or Lady, as it were, our patron Sable. About a year ago, rumors of what was happening out here reached the mainland. Neo-Imperials, undead army, all that business. The rest of the Regency Court dismissed it as rumor, but I had my suspicions, and duty demanded action. And thus, here I am, indefinitely stranded in the ass end of the world.
Sounds like running off by yourself might have been a bad idea.
And of course, Fontaine was with me originally as a bodyguard, for all the good it did.
I keep hearing you reference these Eidolon things. What are they exactly?
You should know, you've met one. Some will tell you the war 5 years ago was a clash of great men. Emperor Ludovictus, Eden, Ballastar of House Fenice. But those who study history know the real truth. That war was the latest in a long line of proxy conflicts between entities who wield great men as pawns. Yet for all their meddling in human affairs, most don't even know they exist, and our history books know precious little about them. Their origins, their abilities, and most importantly, what the devil they actually want.
Yeah, Sable isn't exactly easy to read. So I take it you're trying to change all that.
God willing, or gods, or whatever they are. In point of fact, that's exactly what I intend to find out.
Your work here seems to occupy you entirely. I'm curious, what did you do back in the capital?
I was apprenticed to High Librarian Albrecht. He's the Regency's foremost sorcerer and the Lord Regent's personal advisor.
Quite a post for you.
Aye, I'm fortunate to have it, and I've learned a great deal under his guidance. Albrecht is a singular individual. As for the petty bureaucracies of a burgeoning government, however, I am, shall we say, less of a fan.
So I'm guessing this little research trip of yours occurred without his blessing?
I require no man's blessing to pursue my work. Only the means and the will.
Any thoughts on Sable?
Aside from pants-soiling horror, you mean? I have to admit, this talk of restarting the world does provoke my curiosity. What little we know of the Eidolons suggests cyclical patterns throughout history. Wars, famines, golden ages. How many times has this world been ended? What bygone ages is ours built on top of? I feel as if a chasm has opened beneath me and reminded me of how little we truly know.
So, now you've met my brother.
Seems a proclivity for making pacts with gods runs in the family. Though I suppose, in retrospect, she may have selected you from that shipwreck specifically. If she already knew your brother's story, then she'd have known how to manipulate yours.
Maybe I should never have come here at all.
Nonsense. If not for you, she'd have chosen some other fool, like me. And then where would we be?
It's good to have you on board, Emil. I didn't think we were going to be able to pry you away from Pelicos.
A difficult decision, but the call to adventure was impossible to resist.
Will the town be all right without you?
Oh, Klaus should be able to hold down the fort while I'm away. Not the sharpest dagger in the belt, but he's been helping to run this town a damn sight longer than I have.
I have to say, mercenary to mayor is an interesting path.
Is it?
You're a fighter, right? Why would you want to be stuck battling ledgers and parchment?
You're right. I didn't come to Pelikos aiming to sit behind a desk. I was tracking down missing cargo from one of my ventures. Imagine my surprise when I discovered the danger the place was in. I saw the opportunity to lend my aid. For a price. Little did I know just how entangled I would become.
And that led to you becoming their mayor?
Not at first. I began as the master of coin. And when the former mayor was lost in an unfortunate accident, eyes turned to me.
I can't imagine the role came easy to you.
Easier than you might think. There's a great deal of overlap between leading a company of sellswords through war and seeing a town through a siege.
Well, from what little time I've spent in Pelikos, seems to me you did a fine job. Think your people will feel your absence while you're gone.
No. It's not me they will miss, but the strong hand of leadership. To them, I am but a ship passing in the night.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe they'll change your mind when you get back.
I admire your optimism, Captain. I, however, will continue to regard the end of my tenure here not as an if, but a when.